What's up, gamers? Welcome to GameStar Nation. My name is Rob. In this video, you'll follow me through my second encounter with a Charred Fortress. Now, while this video is primarily narrated Ashlands gameplay, I do explain and show how you can not only easily take a Charred Fortress, but you can do so in a way that will preserve it so it becomes an impenetrable future base for you. Now, in addition to this, I also share my opinions and a lot of tips on the mobs, gear, and environment that you're going to deal with that'll not only help you survive, but thrive in the Ashlands. So if you got some time, sit back, hang out with me as we take and make a Charred Fortress base. Ready? Let's go! Alright, guys. We've got a good food buff going here. We got some Scorching Metallid, which gives 95 stamina. We've got Fiery Zvin Stew, which gives us 95 health. And we're rocking some Seeker Aspect, which gives us 85 Eider. So we're pretty powered up right now. I'm talking fast because I don't want to lose my bonus. We're going to get moving here directly. But on top of that, I just want to break down, besides my weapons and of course some basalt bombs, which we'll need to cross the lava. I've just got some major healing needs. We got fire resistance mead. This thing has saved my life so many times so far. Actually, also the poison resistance mead. There's only one creature there that you need to have that for, but that's the fallen Valkyries or Charred Valkyries. I'm not sure what they are. But the evil Valkyries, they have this incredibly powerful attack where they shoot this like pink, I don't know, mist, some kind of like psychic fire or something out at you. And if it hits you and you're unprotected, it will wipe you out. Like armor class aside, doesn't matter. It just burns you alive because it's both poison damage and fire damage, and like a lot of both. So anytime I end up getting in combat with a Valkyrie, I just drink one of each of these, and that damage goes from like wiping you out, one-shotting you, down to hardly doing anything to you at all. Like you're almost immune to it. And so super useful, which means all you gotta worry about is her melee attack. The Valkyries, I think, are really, in my opinion, the most dangerous. They're definitely one of the most dangerous things you'll deal with. And they always tend to attack you while you're already fighting something else. Alright, so this was the first fortress that I found and took. See there, we got the battering ram. It's used to break open the middle one. That's what a lot of people use to break open the doors on the outside, but once you do that, then enemies can always come in those that hole. Or you've got to worry about your defenses getting broken down. And then we've got a nice little lava moat, which only works against us and doesn't help us at all, but it is what it is. So I made landfall near the center, but still kind of to the west, like southwest here. And I haven't really explored a large area. This feels like a large area because every bit of it you have to earn, but I still got a lot to go. And it looks like east would send me more to like the mainland. I'm kind of getting on the outskirts of this one, I think. Most of these, the way they spawn, you get a real heavy land mass right here, and then you get smaller islands that break out, get smaller and smaller as you like extend out. But all the good stuff is in like on the mainland, to my understanding. I haven't actually branched out those areas yet, but it seems when I look maps I've looked at and stuff, it gets pretty thin. So, anyways, I want to go east. We're here. I want to go east to more of the mainland here, because honestly I haven't come across a lot of flame metal spires. I've got a few marked right here. These are ones I haven't tapped yet. There's about 3 over here that I've tapped. That's probably one right there, but not as many as I expect, you know. And I haven't had good luck on getting a lot off each one. I'm playing primarily solo right now, and there's just an issue. Every single time I climb one of those, I'll clear a whole area out, I'll get on it, and then something stupid will happen and I'll have to leave quick. Getting attacked by Valkyries is a common occurrence. They seem to hear the mining from quite a distance. So I've only ended up like 14, 18, you know, maybe 23, 24 tops. This dude snuck up on me. So these Axtmen, they're a pain, man, but they're mainly the most dangerous when you're dealing with a bunch of mobs at once. By themselves, they're pretty predictable. I just heard some add to us. Okay, this ash storm, we call it a firestorm. It's making it pretty difficult to kind of see what's going on. All right, he's gone. Another thing I disagree with, I'm hearing a couple different YouTubers mention that wand fracturing isn't so good, and I disagree with that. I actually rock that the majority of the time. I've only now switched back to the Staff of Embers just to kind of try it against the Staff of Fracturing, but it does more damage on hit than the Staff of Fracturing. But even though the stats of both say that the knockback is 100, there's so much more of a knockback effect with the Staff of Fracturing. I really love it during fights against a lot of mobs. When you get surrounded, you get overwhelmed, which happens a lot in the Ashlands. It's nice because it just creates chaos for the enemy. Even Ashland go to try to set up to do a lunge at you, which are devastating if they hit, and that will just stagger them off to the side or push them back out of range, and they just can't seem to line up these powerful shots. So Staff of Fracturing is a lot of fun. It's really great. It's not, again, it's not about doing damage. It will do damage, but not as much as like the Staff of Embers will. But it's definitely about creating chaos for your enemies, and it does that. It's great at that. It does a great job at that. Okay, so I'm heading east, and it's getting a little, there's a lot of lava here. It's getting a little dangerous. So I'm going to go ahead and just to help out a little bit of can, I'm going to go ahead and take some resistance wine. Ooh, this looks really bad. We're going to go ahead and use our basalt bombs here. Oh, shit. See, oh, come on. Dang it. That's all it takes in the Ashlands. That's it. Let's just step foot on that lava 1 second too long. Jeez. It should be easy to get our stuff back. I just lost that food I just had, though. But we're right outside the fort, not far. Shouldn't be any enemies around yet. And, of course, our fires are out now. Let's make sure the jacuzzi's going. No. If you guys probably haven't seen this place yet. This is the lodge. So where we keep our trophies from the different monsters we've slain. This here's like the kitchen area. Back there we make the mead. Got our cooking, and then our chests. This is like a storage area, but also we got our food and stuff here. And we've got this table kind of set up prime real estate in here to get the largest resting bonus. If I can somehow cram a bed in here and look like it belongs, we can gain 2 more points. Comfort 18. That puts it 25 minutes rested. And I suspect that's max. I forget what max is, but... Alright. Let's go ahead and get some more tasty victuals and get back out there. Ah! I'm like out of the good stuff. That's okay. Now I like to play balanced. I know it's recommended to run like heavy magic. Magic is great in the Ashlands. It really is. I do agree that it's it should be your main focus. Even if you can melee the whole game, which I have, go ahead and switch to magic for Ashlands. But I still like to run a balanced approach. I do run out of Eider, I run out of mana. For different reasons, I get mobs that get in real close sometimes, and I like to be able to switch that sword and board and push them off, especially like the Askfin. In fact, killing Askfin is almost easiest if you have a Mistwalker and you're fighting it by yourself. Can't do much against you. Okay, Fort 2, here we go. That's Fort 1, Fort 2. So I know I'm just kind of jumping in the middle here. This isn't really like a Let's Play or anything, at least not intentionally, not by design. But a couple of you commented that the reason you like my tutorials is because I like go out in the field and show you what it's really like. And so I figured, hey, well, when I'm actually playing the game and doing that, these spikes, when I'm actually doing that, why not just share that too? And so that's what I aim to do here. Just share my experience with you. I'll try not to talk too much. I get a little chatty sometimes. Looks like we lost our crafting table there, no big deal. I'll just hold on to the wood. One thing I also highly recommend doing is getting used to turn your auto loot off when you go to get your body, especially if there's enemies around your body. simply for the fact that if you have like your pockets are full on your body, jam it. Almost did it again. This is just way too lava-y here. So these hot spots on the ground, I know I'm cutting myself off. I'll get back to it in a second, but first of all, there's that. That's what I was actually taking the fire meat for. Is there's these random ingots that'll little char pieces that come out and ignite you on fire if they touch you. If I stand here long enough, I'll probably get hit by one. But also these hot spots on the ground, they actually will do damage to you, and you don't always notice them. They're not easy to see. And those will get me quite a bit. Now I said I'd go back to say what I was talking about, but I honestly forgot what I was talking about. Okay. I realized I got my breastplate on here in my inventory. It's taking space. Didn't mean to bring that. So I do run balanced. And so I like to run the robe as my chest piece. I try not to get hit too often. It gives me a good mana regeneration, 50%. Honestly, it works for me most of the time. It is fun to rock the other pieces as well because it gives you more mana regeneration. So you can just constantly be launching like fireballs or whatever. That's a lot of fun. But when they get in close, I get overwhelmed, I run out of Eider. I like to be able to defend myself still. And so I'm over 100 armor class with this setup by having flame metal helmet and the flame metal greaves, but then swapping my chest piece out for the robe. It still puts me well over 100, which means I can take a punch still. I can go sword and board if I want to. I can back up, use wands and have enough mana to keep the enemies back. It's just it's just a really good, for me, it's a good setup. Okay, we got a big old cluster of charred over there. First of all, I'm gonna remove my body. I don't like reminders of failure. So up there is a Valkyrie. Let's look around, make sure there's nothing gonna sneak up on us. Closer here. Oh shit! Talk about sneaking up on us. All right, so I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about with like the sword board with this guy. So you gotta realize that they have two attacks you gotta watch out for. That lunge. And they'll do a hardcore lunge too. And they also have a bite attack. There, that lunge you gotta watch out for, man. It's fast and it hits super hard. Originally, and and he hits you, he can throw you in the lava. So be real careful. Oof. But if you use one of the frost weapons like the Mistwalker here or like the Froster, you can really just jump past them, hit them. Let's try again. Hit him, which slows him down. And then you can just stay off to the side, and he can't even turn fast enough. Obviously, I didn't do well with my stamina on that. My bad. But you just keep circling and attacking. He can't really do anything to you. A little sloppy on that one. Hopefully, on the next one I'll show you. Maybe I won't talk through it. You'll just see what I'm doing. But jump over them, hit them when you can. As soon as you hit him, it applies that slow effect, and then just keep pacing and circling them and attacking them. Just letting your stamina build back up and swing when you can. There's no rush, because if they're the only ones you're dealing with, that frost effect is like, it locks them down every time. There she is. So she's close enough that I don't really want to mess with her once we're trying to cross this place. I'm going to go ahead and engage, but that means I'm going to use my meads. So, because I don't want to worry about losing to a fire attack. I've literally been owning on her, and then her bust me with that thing and finish me off, and it's very frustrating. I'm going to go ahead and get her away from the lava here so I can concentrate on fighting her. Okay, there's the pink fire, and if she hits me with that now, it's not going to do a whole lot. These mead potions really minimize the damage. That's the circle attack I mentioned before. She gives you lots of notice when she's going to do that. It is a devastating attack, but it's really easy to avoid. There it is again. And that's just pretty much it. Just gonna use the pink fire attack. But just hit her and move. And just let the fire do its job. Woo! She touched me, hit me into the lava there. Not cool. Anyways, that the only one I have are attacks that I have an issue with sometimes is the one where she just reaches out with her claws and gets you. Because she's pretty quick at it. She comes straight at you and she's got a lot of reach to it. Like that. So she hits you a lot with that one. But she'll keep doing it too if you let her. But long as you keep hitting her, I'm not going to chance this. The hell? That sucked. Dang it. I knew that was going to happen. I knew I was reaching that healing potion. I was going to go to waste somehow. It was going to be something stupid. This is the reality. Some people, they watch my videos, the edited videos, and they're like, "Oh man, you never die." I have hearts, and I tell them like, "Yeah, dude, it's edited out." That's the truth, man. I mean, these are really two stupid deaths that I'm really not proud of at all. I really both could have been avoided, but it happens. I just wish it wouldn't have happened. That was so lame. God, it was so stupid. I was so tempted to use my bone mass buff too, which would have made the fight cakewalk, but I really thought I had it without it. I should have had it without it. Wouldn't hit the wrong button, I would have had it. And now this time she's gonna be around, so that'll be fun. Ooh, there she is. Did she already spot me? She did. Ain't that crazy? This is gonna be fun. I ain't got no means or nothing. Ooh, that's gonna be bad if she hits me with that. Just using her bad pathfinding skills. Let's give myself a sec to get caught up here. That is a big reason to use the fire resistance potions. Those lava blobs. I'm not gonna chance getting hit by that pink stuff. Already dying stupid once. I'm not gonna have faith I won't do something stupid again. She gone. Okay, now Morgan. Good fun, good fun. Morgans are another one that's just them. They're usually not a big deal. Of course, me saying that now, I'm gonna get whooped on. Watch. No, I'm not gonna let it happen. Even you ain't gonna ruin this, dude. Against the charred ones, especially the warriors, use the Staff of Frost. He gone. Get some prostitute powder. I don't know what the heck proustite is. Never heard of it before, but it looks like prostitute powder every time I see it. So that's what we're calling it. These fiddleheads and puffs are great for food. I got a bunch of them right now. I'm not gonna worry about it, but definitely grab those up whenever you can. All right, I'm heading the wrong way now. Let me go back this way. I did not like all this lava, though. I've used up my meads way early in this whole outing. Was not expected to use them so quick, but Again, after dying stupid, I didn't want to die stupid again, so... Better safe than sorry. I will probably, next time I get stuck with fighting the Valkyrie, I'm probably going to use the bone mass buff just to avoid any more humiliation. It's not generally necessary, though. If you're only fighting her. If you're fighting her and anything else, especially like an Askvin, man, definitely pop that bone mass. Bone mass is probably the best buff to have out here when you're exploring. If you're intentionally mining, then you're going to be better off with the Queen's buff. Which does exactly that, it speeds up mining. But if you're out here exploring and you're gonna be fighting, and oftentimes fighting a lot of stuff, then you definitely will benefit. These Askvins like to team up, man. Sometimes you get like 4 of them at once on you. It's tough. That's the reason I like the Staff of Fracturing a lot, but also even this Fire Wand does a pretty okay job of knocking them around a little bit, which keeps them off balance. But Staff Fracturing is even better at that. Okay, he's down. Yeah, but this is it for me. It's pretty much a stick and move, stick and move. It's... I think that's what I was talking about earlier. I think I was mentioning to turn off auto run, or turn off auto loot when you're going to get your body, because if your pockets are full and you pick up even one thing on the way there, it's not going to auto loot your stuff. It's going to make you want to pick what to take, and that means a window's going to open your screen. And you're going to have to stand there and try to loot stuff while most likely getting attacked or getting rushed. So keeping your pockets empty with auto loot off, you can still touch your gravestone, and it will still auto loot all your stuff for you. And if it doesn't, for whatever reason, just hit the one that'll take all button. I think it's in the top left corner. Oh, another fortress. That's what I was out here to do. I was hoping we'd find another fortress. Supposedly there's gems in them that will give you like lightning, and I want one of those. I found the bloodstone so far. I found several jades, and those give you, like, the jade gives you these green weapons like this bow. And that staff of vine swatting. What's it called? Staff of the Wild. Dang it. That's the wrong button. Who just shot me? Oh, it's that arrow thing up there. My bad. The ballista. Yeah, so Staff of the Wild and that bow. You can take pretty much any of the weapons that you can make in the Ashlands, from the Ashlands. You can add a jade to it and turn it into like one of these green weapons, which gives a chance to... It does poison damage, it does a chance to like snare enemies. It reduces their movement speed to 0. Now, I'm busy chatting right now, which is why I'm just kind of standing here. I'm not really doing anything. But here in a second, we're going to go ahead and try to take that fortress. I do normally like to put a put a portal up. I like to put a portal up here outside of these, and, you know, build up a whole area. But I'd like to go ahead and just take these defenses out now if we can. And then later I can come back and siege the place. I'm going to go ahead and mark it on the map. Ooh, it's still burning. Look at that. Look at that burn. Okay, what's that? There is not a ballista in that corner, so that's cool. Oh, look, there's one up on the top. I don't think I've ever seen one up there. Ain't up there no more, huh? Ah. Moved. That should have been a hit. Warlock. Can't stand him. Dang it, it keeps moving. Uh-oh. Not even sure how that happened. You know what we're gonna do with him? We're gonna slap him silly. We're just gonna smack him. I made short work of him. Warlocks suck, man. They're not fun. Staff of the Wild's pretty fresh. I'm a fan. So I didn't bring any way to get up over that. I guess I'm not gonna be able to siege it yet. But maybe we can still take out the other ballista tower. I'd really like to get rid of the spawners, but without being able to get up there, I'm not sure how we're gonna do that. No ballista? There's one there, though. Don't just hit him. Aim right above their heads so you smack him in like the chest and face. Does more damage. Vulture. Vultures are just a nuisance. They're not really a big deal. Okay, I'm glad it's daylight. Did he just fall to his death? I'm only guessing. I'm only just... You know what? If I run back to my fort real quick... I already have a table right outside of it. It's not that far away. Let's go ahead. Let's take this place. When you take the center part of the fort, the green beam of lights like stops glowing. It just goes away like you killed the fortress or something. But it's kind of unfortunate because while I don't want a green light coming out of it, if that's what the color was for enemies, it'd be cool if the light color changed a different color, but still you could use it as a spotlight to find your home faster, easier. It would be inviting. If you any of you guys have played Minecraft, there's that you had the same kind of like little beacons that you could make. I think it was with the what was the Wither boss? Is that what he's called? The Wither boss? I don't know. The one in the Nether. He would drop little stars, and you could turn them into beacons. They're kind of like that, but once you take this place, that's it. It stops. Okay, I'm here to get the table that's actually outside. I'm thinking I should probably freshen up my buff while I'm at it. So let's see. Let's head home. We'll just refresh, head back, and take the fort. Okay, let's go. Wait, empty my pockets maybe? I've got a dump chest over here we'll use. Just look around real quick. That's my home over there. Maybe we'll go into it later when we're all done here. This is just a small little penned area. We've got like the little garbage disposal over there, and not important. Here's the hall, kind of cookhouse. This is our blacksmith. So right here's got the black forge and workbench. Normal forge. Galder table. Got our blast furnace. And then our smelters and kilns. And then the back door. And it takes you right outside in the back. And then that's my brother's house right there. And we've got a barn over there where we store like seeds and wood and stone. And then there's a community garden out front. This is our village so far. All right, foods are ready to be replenished. So I'm just gonna use the ones that are in my inventory. I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to that food for a bit longer. The chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this breastplate here for now. Hopefully no one takes it. I just remember it's there, really. Okay, and it was, let's see. I'm grabbing stuff outside, but I'm probably need some groustin. Do I have any of that in here? I've got 4. Enough to do virtually nothing. Okay, 3 more. We're on a roll here now. I guess I've used all of it up. I think I've got a stack in the barn. Oh yeah, and then there's also a windmill up on the hill over there. That's where we grind our barley. I don't think I have... Yeah, I got wood. We'll light the fires. We do have some. All right. Got my maypole. Just came back. If you weren't aware, it's back in the game now for the summer months. It gives you an extra point of rested or comfort. So I popped one up right next to the side of the hall over there. So we sit at the table and pull it in as well. There's a small little house. There's also got a little pig pen out back over there. I mean, there's the other stuff, but this is the heart of the town right here. And then, of course, got the portal house. And we are... I guess we're good to go. So I want to find the lightning gemstones because I want to attach it to this mace. It has like a 20% chance to like shoot lightning off to other enemies. So I think it'd be pretty sweet. On top of that, maces tend to be really good against undead. So I just made this mace last time I played. I haven't actually used it yet. I kind of forgot it was in my inventory. So let's see, we got a wood for a table. We're gonna pick up our stone table, stone cutter, whatever, down here. Probably gonna rock the Mistwalker, actually. I want to try the mace out. I have tried it out. I'll try it when I upgrade it, but I think it'll be better once I just altered it. Once I turn it into like the Mace of Thunder, whatever it's called. I think I like it a lot more. Then again, I've also got the new sword, the black metal sword. I forget what it's called. It's got a weird name, but I'm thinking about turning that one into a thunder sword. As soon as I can find one of those gemstones. I think it's called Lowlight or something like that.
Iolite.
I found the other 2. There's 3 different kinds of gems. I found 2 of the 3. Hey, right on. Guys, just please don't shoot me. We'll be good. I really could use your help. Did you see that? They're like levitating. We got some evil spells going on around here. Some wicked evil. Let's go and get a crafting table down. It's gonna probably start burning on the ground. So these fortresses have 2 entrances on opposite sides, and the idea is to use the new siege equipment to break the door down and get in the fortress, because the rest of the fortress is impervious to damage. Well, those doors are nearly impervious to damage, except, to my understanding, the damage that comes from the siege equipment. So instead of breaking down one of the doors, instead if you build stairs leading to the top of the fortress with a platform that you can stand on, it gives you a point to attack from, and and retreat 2, as well as once you take the fortress, it's an easy way in and out. But the mobs can't use the stairs, and they can't damage the fortress anywhere around. And those doors are still standing. So that means you now own this fortress, and there's nothing they can do about it. The only enemy that you may have a problem with occasionally is a Valkyrie coming over the top once in a while, depending on the location of the fortress compared to their spawn points. But you can put up the defense crossbows to take care of that, or just build a roof. Either way, this is going to be the safest base in the Ashlands, and it's pretty impressive. Now, if you use Groston to build this, you don't need a lot of supports. The stone will support itself way high. But what you want to do is, when you build the platform, you want to attach into at least halfway into the body of those spikes. And that will essentially mean it's attached to the fortress, and that'll count as additional support. So I can extend this out quite a bit, but we don't need to go too far. Now let's turn it red. That might be okay. It's holding. Whoa, shoot. You see that? Stepped on lava. We need to cover that up down there, to be honest. Oh, look at them. Goodness. Look at that. Dang it. Now, in the Charred Fortresses, there's always two spawners. These, like, pyres over here. There's one in that back corner there. And then the other one is always catty-corner to that. Always diagonal. So it'll be up here near me to the left. Just get this one first. One spawner down. Ooh, look at that. That's why I hate warlocks, man. That green fire is massive damage. Wait, are both spawners dead? Oh, heck yeah. Shoot. Not good. Watch those spikes. You even touch them a little bit and they push you off. They don't do much damage, but they like zipper you off. So with no spawners, as soon as I kill these guys, that's it. They're dead. Then put a crafting table in there to hold our place until we secure a port. Ooh, that warlock. My favorite is to beat him alive. There we go. Ooh, that didn't last long. He's taking off. He said, no, not what I signed up for. This guy here, though, he's going for a promotion or something, man. He's trying hard. Probably wasn't worth it. Oh, look at all these boys right here. You back, huh? Change your mind. That's how you're gonna go for it. Well, you went for it, all right. What do we got left up here? So we got some bows. Oops. Jumped and it didn't jump. Ooh, there's a bunch. That warlock is still around. That's the second one. Looks like his health was up. Worries me a little bit. I'm not gonna chance it. I think it's time to bone mass. This is the cool thing about Ashlands, man. It's so fun to just like annihilate. Like, you still gotta watch it. You gotta like focus on what's going on around you like at all times. But you sure do feel powerful coming out, just gliding through the air, chucking fireballs, bones blasting everywhere, different directions. Just carnage. It's like your own creation. He's dead. What we got? What we got left? Oop, that was a miss. Thanks for holding still for me. Dang, I still missed. He's blessed. Ah, you guys not so lucky. Ah! Alright, dude. Alright. Brother. I got you, I got you. Dang, he even moved! He's hiding from me! Wow! That's AI right there. Dang, that was a nice try, buddy. Okay, so by taking it this way, by going up over the top, now we have an impenetrable fortress. It's ours now. We need to lay down a crafting table just to make sure spawns don't happen. I have witnessed them happen. If you just leave it alone like this, came back and there were like 5 charred ones waiting. So this is the door. We break this door, we get all the goods inside, and then the light stops glowing and the fortress is technically ours. I was gonna put the table there, but what the heck, was throw it aside. Okay, the thing is, I did not bring enough stuff for a portal. All I've done is taken it so we don't have enemies to worry about, and I've got a quick, easy way up at it that they can't get to. Ooh, there's 20 flame wall right there. But we still got to make it like an actual fortress. So we'll put a port here. We'll eventually lay a whole floor. You know, start putting stuff up. I've got the first one looking okay. The second one I just recently took, so I haven't improved it yet. I haven't renovated it yet. Anyways, once we have this established, we got a port here. Then we'll bring the siege equipment over here. We'll break this door down. We'll get all the goods inside. What's this?
Iolite.
Oh, there it is. Ruined my butt. Oh, let's see. I don't need that. Low light. There we go. Dude, mission success. That's what we're here for. Nidhogg the Thundering. See, that's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about doing that sword instead of the mace. So what will I use the mace for? Maybe I'll put bloodstone on it. With the bloodstone, the more damage you've taken, the more damage you do. And it doesn't sound like a lot when you read it, but then you think about it, and it's like the damage increases for every 0.02% of yours missing. Like that can add up fast. You could be just. I want to see how much you can do. Okay, this is really dark for me now, so I know it's probably near impossible on YouTube to see this. We have succeeded in taking the fort. We succeeded in getting Thunderstone. In the next video, you know, maybe I'll show you. We'll break into this. I think I'm done for now, but we'll break into this thing next time and see what it's got, and you know, and maybe we'll renovate or we'll find another fortress. I don't know. We'll do something cool. But the light's getting too low, so I think I'm gonna run back to the fortress, take the portal. We're gonna go home. We're gonna make this weapon just to see what it's like, test it out, and then I'm, you know, we'll probably call it an evening. But yeah, let's get to it. Okay, this is my house. But I didn't put a lot of effort into it. It's just been the place I lay my head at night. I haven't had luck finding 2-star wolves yet in this world, so I brought out some 1-stars, but still looking for some 2-stars. I've only literally found one. It's getting killed by a golem. When I found it, it actually got killed by the golem. So that's the only 2-star I found so far in this world. Well, if I just had really bad luck. Light a fire, but I got no wood. Now, whenever you take a weapon, again, it has to be one of the weapons that you can get from the Ashlands. So, like the flame metal weapons. But as soon as you get one of those, you can attach either a low light or a jade or a bloodstone to it, and it makes a new weapon, like a special weapon. But it's considered a whole new weapon. So even if you have like level 3 or level 4 Needhog, and then turn it into one of these magic swords, it'll be a level 1 magic sword. It'll wipe out its levels. Because again, it's not upgrading that sword, it's creating a whole new weapon. So that being said, you kind of want to plan ahead so you don't waste a bunch of flame metal upgrading a weapon that you later just end up downgrading. So yeah, so there's this ash fang, which I made, and then I attached one of the jades to it, and it turned into a root fang. And honestly, I'm less than impressed with it. But I switched off using a bow and switched over to an arbalist all through Mistlands, and I became like a real big fan of the arbalist. It's like a laser beam that it's a cannon laser beam, like it just shreds. It's really great. And so I always loved the bow, but I've kind of lost some love for it. But I figured that was going to be a better route this time around to the arbalist. But I'm going to go ahead and make that ripper eventually and see how I like that. Because I'm less than impressed with this bow. Haven't used it a lot. I'm sure in the normal world it'll be pretty great. But it seems to have a massive drop to it from where I'm aiming. It's crazy. Alright, so we got Needhog here, and then because I've had a Bloodstone before, it's giving me an option for Needhog the Bleeding, but this is the one we want. Needhog the Thundering. And it's just a Needhog, 6 flame metal, and the low light. That's gonna give us a 25%, I thought it was only 20, it's a 25% chance for lightning, which will probably do damage on its own, but what it definitely does is it jumps to other enemies and damages them. Alright, so I gotta grab some flame metal real quick, and while I'm at it, I'm gonna go ahead and start smelting this flame metal. Let's see, that's black metal. This would be the coal right here. Not much left. Yeah, got a little heavy-handed there. That's okay. I'll find some wood later. Not worried about it. We've got enough already right now to do what we want to do. Oh, the Storm Star. That seems pretty cool too, though. What we got? It swung pretty fast. Blunt 135, lightning 10. We got slash 135. I guess it's preference, huh? Needhog the Thundering or Storm Star. Storm Star sounds a little cheesy, but it looks kind of cool. They're gonna go with Needhog though. Yup. New item, Needhog the Thundering. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, wild. It's actually got like a lightning effect on it. Well, that's kind of super cool. Alright, let's go find some enemies just to try it out on. It's pretty fresh though, I think. I think I like it. I'm not certain yet. Let's go ahead and use it and then I'll decide. Yeah, let's go in swamp. I obviously want to use weaker enemies just to really see its everyday effect. Although swamps may not be weak enough to really be impressive, but we'll see. Ah, here we go. Nice. Let's get a few of them all lined up here. Nice. Don't want to destroy the spawners. Try to get enough enemies around. Here we go. Dang it. Ooh, wow. Dang! Looks like the range is pretty short on the lightning. If it's even going off, it might just be an effect. It looked like before when they were right next to each other, it went off on both of them, but didn't jump to the others. I wonder if there's a chance every time. It's probably every time it hits one, it has another 25% chance to jump to the next one. So more often than not, you'll just hit one extra enemy, and occasionally you probably get lucky and hit a bunch. That's my guess. So 25% chance to do lightning, but a couple times it looks like it's only jumped to one enemy. But when I first used it earlier, it seemed to jump to like 3 or 4, so I just wonder if that's what it is. Every time the lightning strikes one, it has a 25% chance to jump to the next. That was sweet! But see, it only jumped to her, and it didn't hit him. And she was further away than him, so just picked one, randomly jumped to it. I like this a lot, dude. That was awesome. Yo, hit me, bro. You can't. You can't even, not even with an arrow. Come on now. It's okay that I wipe out the spawners now. I already tested it out. I just want to get an opinion on it, you know. Big boy. Dang. Wow, boy, you got hit. Ooh, 1 star. What can he do? Nothing. Oh, she's knocked out as soon as she showed up. Gosh dang, this thing is fresh, bro. This is awesome. Dang, good choice, Rob. Shoot, man, that is good stuff. Needhog the Thundering, highly recommend. That is fun. I mean, these are just swamp creatures, but it's shredding them. Dude, that is nice. All right, I'm happy about that. Hey, thanks for joining me for this whole trip. There were some embarrassing parts, I admit, but it was still fun. If this is something you want to see more of, let me know in the comment section below. Anyways, if you haven't played Valheim yet and you're thinking about it or you're just getting into it, I've got some pretty in-depth tutorials. One covered each biome. I've only got 4 done so far. I do have more coming in the future, but check them out. I'll put them in the comment section below. If you're not already playing Ashlands, but you own Valheim, get up to it, get it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun, but it can be frustrating. It definitely can be hard. Is hard. A lot. Every single time I think I've mastered it, I get clobbered. That's okay. Still getting better every day. Regardless, it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. I appreciate you watching. I look forward to doing this again. Until next time, keep the game on, Game Stars. See ya! I see you're still here. I'm guessing then that you'd like to see what was inside that fortress. Alright, I'll show you. Alright, so now we want to build a battering ram. This is what we're going to use to break down the door of the center tower and unlock the entire fortress. Now you have to load this with wood, but once you do, you want to quickly move to the front and grab a hold of it, just like the cart. We get in the middle, hit the interact button, connect, and then bring it up to the door. And boom! That wood creates combustion and just starts throwing hands. It doesn't take many blasts. There we go, and we're in. So the battering ram, you really want to act quickly because it burns through that wood fast, and you don't get a whole lot of shots. Man, that looks so nice just like that. I'd like to leave it alone. Let's see what we got here. 30 flame metal ore. 2 more. That's 32 flame metal ore and jade. Yeah, I need the bell fragments. Well, there you go. Not a bad take. And this is it now. Or I should say so far. So done some repair work to the tower itself, laid down a floor and some stairs heading to the still virgin doors. And now we have our own safe fortress. Well, there we go. A charred fortress fully claimed as ours. Gonna make a nice forward base. Make sure to hit the like button. Until next time, see ya!